All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at question number 23. This is on page 77. And basically, they give you, they call it survey information, okay? You can see some totals for different things. So the first thing they want to know is what's the probability of a male owner given, okay, this is very important. If I tell you you're given that the owner, given that the person owns a snake, we look down the snake column and we see that there are a total of 2 people that own the snake. So that 2 goes in the bottom. That's our sample space. That's the total we're picking from. Now we know we're looking for a male owner of a snake. And look in your chart. Male owners of snakes are 2. 2 ways that event can occur successfully, 2 in our sample space. The probability of it being a male owner, given that it owns a snake, is 1. So in other words, it's going to occur. All right, let's look at part B. What's the probability of owning a snake given that it's a male owner? Okay, start with the given. Given that it's a male owner, we have 14 people in our sample space. That goes in the bottom. Okay, and given that it's a male owner owning a snake, let's look. Male snake, 2 successful ways that could happen, and 2 divided by 14 is 1/7. All right, what's the probability of owning a dog given that it's a female owner? Given is where you start. Given that it's a female owner, let's look at our chart. We have 9 females. So the sample space would have 9 possible things in it. Female owning a dog, we have, look at a female owning a dog, there's 1. Bingo. You start with the given. That helps you determine the 9. Then you look back at the chart. How many females own a dog? 1. 1/9 is the probability. Now, in the next 2 questions, there's no given. What's the probability of a female owner and owns a dog? There's nothing that delineates that we're in a particular row or column. So that means that we have a total of 23 in our sample space. When there's givens, it limits where we're looking. But when there's no given, you have the entire sample space to consider. That would be 23. Okay, that's how many are in our sample space total since there's no restrictions. We want a female who owns a dog. Well, a female who owns a dog, when you look at where they intersect, there's 1 person there. So our answer to this question would be 1 out of 23, or 1/23. All right, what's the probability of a female owner or the person owns a dog? Well, again, there's no restrictions. Like up here, these givens made our sample space, the number of things in our sample space smaller, but in this problem, there is no given. So we have 23 on the bottom. Now this time, remember how you do the word or. Okay. How many female owners do we have? 9. Okay. How many dog owners do we have? Total of 6. Remember, you always do with or, you do minus. Minus, how many duplicates do we have? In other words, how many female dog owners do we have? Female dog owners, there would be 1. 9 plus 6 is 15, minus 1 is 14, out of 23. So you do this or like you did before. The one thing I want you to pay attention to, the first 3 problems here said given, given, given. Those made the number in our denominator much smaller than the 23. The last 2, there were no givens. So you had to use the 23 as your bottom. And this one with the or, you have to remember to do first number plus the second number minus the overlap, just like we did before with OR. This time you're just reading it from a chart.